trained, so I find it very important to stick to his rules quite strictly. But it's hard to refuse this face. The man is my husband. He can bother my husband all he wants, but I don't like for him to squeeze in on guests. 2. I will tell you about a rule a neighbor had that had to be explained to guests. My son, when he was 10 years old, was having a sleepover at this neighbor's house. I dropped him off and the mother called me about 30 minutes later asking me to pick him up. What I didn't know is that she had a young, 2-year-old son with multiple health problems. She heard my son cough just once. He didn't even have a cold, but for some reason he did cough. They couldn't take any chances because she told me that what could just be a cough for most people could turn out to be major for her young son. He could end up in the hospital or even die from catching a cold from another person. I felt horrible for the little boy and also for the sacrifice her other children and entire family made for this little boy. There was no cure for what he had. They took him to Israel for a hopeful treatment there, but it didn't help. That was years ago and I often wonder about this little boy. I knew at the time his outlook and prognosis were not good, but it is certainly understandable why this precious family had to make a house rule that most of us wouldn't even think twice about. 3. Living in NYC.